The cold night air hung heavy over Bloodhaven's rooftops, the skyline glinting with the sharp shimmer of streetlights and distant sirens. Jason Toad Red Hood stood at the edge of an abandoned apartment building, his helmet glinting under the city's glow. Below, illicit deals crisscrossed the alleys, gangs staked their claims, and corruption bled through every brick. For years, Jason had made it his mission to burn out that disease by any means necessary, even if the Bat wouldn't approve. Tonight, though, the city's usual chaos was different. Rumors moved faster than bullets, a new force in town, and not one of the street-level mobsters Jason was used to breaking. He felt it before he saw it, a pulse in the air, just above him. Red Hood's grip tightened on his sidearm, muscles tensing. Then, with almost casual grace, she landed. Supergirl, the girl of steel. Her boots didn't even crack the rooftop as she arrived. Gravity seemed uncertain around her. Blonde hair haloed her face, cape fluttering in the night wind. Even in civilian disguise, she carried power with every step, eyes burning blue and piercing. He sized her up. He'd seen Kryptonians before. He knew what they could do. Bloodhaven doesn't need capes, he said, his voice even behind the modulator. Especially not ones powerful enough to snap the city in half. She smiled, but there was sadness in it. Bloodhaven needs hope, Jason, not more blood. A Flakarshi knew his name. Not surprising. He was used to it these days. The Bat family had few secrets from Kryptonians. Still, something about her made him uneasy. She wasn't posturing or trying to intimidate him. She looked at him with, "Was that pity?" Jason scoffed, movement lightning quick, as he drew a flashbang from his utility belt. Hopes for people who can afford the luxury. The flash fizzed bright, but Supergirl didn't flinch. She barely blinked as he fired a pair of rubber bullets when pinged off her collarbone. The other simply flattened against her emblem. She stepped forward, unhurried. "You think you're helping," she said gently. "But you're leaving scars nobody can heal." The next few seconds happened fast. Jason darted around her, drawing twin blades, going for the soft joints behind her knee, under her arm. He knew Kryptonian skin was tough, but everyone had weak spots. He'd learned that the hard way. The blades snapped, the metal shattering on impact. Supergirl moved, faster than human sight. Suddenly, she was in front of him, hand on his shoulder, not violently, just stopping him. His heartbeat boomed in his ears. She could crush him, he knew. But she didn't. "Why?" he rasped, defiance struggling to drown out the vulnerability. "You don't know what this city's like. You don't know what I've seen." She met his gaze, solemn and unwavering. "You think pain makes you strong? It doesn't. It just makes you lonelier." For a moment, the city was silent. The distant sirens, the screech of tires below, all faded. It was just the two of them. Supergirl, the invulnerable, carrying the weight of worlds. Red Hood armored to the teeth, using anger as a shield. Then the streetlights flickered gunfire below. Jason looked over the ledge. A deal gone bad, a young man, face twisted by fear, raised a pistol at a terrified shopkeeper. Jason's hand went automatically for his gun. Supergirl touched his wrist, light but firm. He hesitated. Every instinct screamed at him she would stop him with words, not with punishment. But then he saw her leap from the roof, cape snapping behind her. She landed between the shooter and the victim, her presence undeniable. The would-be gunman's hands shook. The gun dropped to the ground a second later. She said something, a word Jason couldn't hear, and the violence unraveled. In less than a minute, it was over. The police arrived. Supergirl handed the shaken shopkeeper a reassuring nod. She caught Jason's eye from a distance, and for a moment, he saw the world as she did. A series of problems to fix, not destroy. Later on the roof, their argument was softer. Supergirl listened as Jason listed his failures, his reasons. She didn't judge, just listened. "You don't have to agree with me," she said finally. "Just don't forget who you were, who you could be. Violence is a tool, but not the only one." She left as quietly as she'd arrived, fading into the night sky. Red Hood stayed behind, the city stretching out endlessly below, full of pain and hope. For the first time in a long time, Jason wondered if maybe he'd been wearing his anger for so long. He'd forgotten how to take it off. But tonight at least, he let himself imagine it, just a little.